Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, December 16th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight, the man on trial in connection to a fatal crash that resulted in 3 deaths was found guilty Monday by an Iredell County jury. 26-year-old Austin Ray Harmon of Statesville was found guilty of 3 counts apiece of felony death by motor vehicle and felony serious injury by motor vehicle. He was also convicted of DWI. He received a minimum sentence of 20 years in prison. Harmon was charged in connection to the June 13th, 2022 crash that killed 39-year-old Michael Shane Marlowe, 13-year-old Jada Marlowe, and 5-year-old Bentley Marlowe. The collision occurred on Fort Dobbs Road near Statesville. Harmon's vehicle struck a golf cart which was on the roadway. According to the Iredell Free News, after hearing testimony over 7 days and closing arguments, the jury's verdict came at the conclusion of approximately 6 hours of deliberations over 2 days. Harmon was sentenced to 240 to 353 months or 20 years to 29 years, 5 months in prison. The published report says the sentence was imposed after the judge considered state sentencing guidelines, evidence of aggravating and mitigating factors, and victim impact statements. With details on a fire in Hickory, here's Ariana Mack.
That's correct, Rob. According to a news release from the Hickory Fire Department, multiple agencies fought a fire Sunday. Shortly before 5:30 p.m. Sunday, Hickory firefighters from Station 2, Engine 2 were dispatched to assist the St. Stephen's Fire Department with the room and contents fire on the 700 block of 32nd Street Northeast. Units arrived on scene to find fire showing from the rear of the home. The fire was quickly contained to the laundry room and extinguished. No injuries were reported. Units operated for approximately 45 minutes before returning to service. The fire was contained to a single room by one of the responders who closed the door, isolating the heat and smoke to only the involved room and not allowing it to spread to the rest of the home. The same principle works to protect you and your loved ones in the event of a fire at night to keep heat and products of combustion out of your bedroom. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana. I recently had the chance to sit down with Anthony Starr, the Executive Director of the Western Piedmont Council of Governments, and he gave me an update on the proposed interbasin water transfer. Joining us is Anthony Starr, who is the Executive Director of the Western Piedmont Council of Governments. Always good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's always a lot going on with your organization. I guess you represent almost 30 local governments, correct?
Yes, 24 municipalities in 4 counties, Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, and Catawba County.
Wanted to get an update. It hasn't really been something we've been talking about recently, but the interbasin water transfer, that is still looming. What's the latest as far as that process is concerned?
Yeah, not a lot of public information at the moment, but we are continuing to work on it. As your viewers might remember, the city of Charlotte currently withdraws up to 33 million gallons per day from the Catawba River for their growth in their water system, and they want to expand that by another 30 million gallons per day. And so our concerns are that, one, it will limit our ability to grow in the future by taking more water out of the Catawba River system, and second, it will make us more susceptible to severe drought conditions and endanger our water supply during those severe and exceptional droughts. And so right now, we were successful in getting the General Assembly to put a moratorium on large IBTs. And so that is in place until March of 2027. And in the meantime, in that same legislation, the General Assembly directed that the UNC Collaboratory do a study about this issue and come back with recommendations about how the law ought to be changed. And so we've got some recommendations that we worked on. We're gathering our information, and we were looking forward to that study coming out. So we'll be working with our state leaders to make sure that our interests are represented in the region.
And will your agency be able to kind of give the public updates on this as it moves along?
Yes, we'll be giving updates periodically about this, and as information that we gather that is relevant. And we want people to know that the issue isn't forgotten. It's just a lot of things happening in the background right now.
Well, thank you so much for that update, and it's always good to see you, Anthony. Thank you for coming in.
Glad to join you.
And we will talk to you again, I'm sure, in the future. Anthony Starr with the Western Piedmont Council of Governments joining us this evening here on WHKY News. And thanks again to Anthony for joining us. In today's crime report, a traffic stop resulted in an arrest on drug and firearm charges. In local sports, Jason Savage has a look at Appalachian State's prep for their bowl game later this month. In Community Focus, Ariana Mack has details on the winner of a vehicle from a local car dealership. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on Channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and at 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We are also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.